Hello everyone, hello. So if you have followed this channel or my career, you know that it started out making movies like the one that you're watching now. And the reason I mention that is that has a direct relationship to a feature that we're going to be adding to Alien Dawn called the Voyager AI camera that is going to help streamers create awesome cinematic like videos from their gameplay. This is a feature that's not in the game yet, but we are working on it and we are insanely excited about it and can't wait to show everyone probably the #1 reason why we started making this game, aside from the fact that we just love making this game. Okay, well, let's get into the updates. So in 0.7.9, the big thing is that we have switched to a new version of Unreal called Unreal 4.2.6. And basically what that allows us to do is, first and foremost, it was about performance. One of the biggest issues with the game is just lag in multiplayer. There was a lot of improvements in this version of Unreal to the way players' movement is replicated. So that was the #1 reason, but we also get a lot of really cool visual improvements like these volumetric clouds that you see here. So these are actual 3-dimensional clouds that are now in the game. This is actually desktop only at the moment, but hopefully will eventually be in VR as well. The next big update is that we incorporated the ultra dynamic weather system, which allows us to do really cool weather effects like this rain that you're seeing here. We think it's going to add a lot to the immersiveness and the realism of the environment. Here you can see this is the fog effect. Obviously it's going to really create a much more spooky, awesome, realistic atmosphere for the players in the game. Here we have an actual thunderstorm. So the weather can go from a light rain to a full-blown thunderstorm like you're seeing here. And ultimately, this will have an impact on how the game is played. You might need to get warm if it's, for instance, snowing out like you see here. And what's cool is if you're inside, obviously the snow goes away and then there's a hole in the ceiling, so the snow is going to come back in. It's really a well done system. And so now here is an actual full-blown blizzard. This is all in the game right now, and we can't wait for everyone to try it. We, of course, also included the ability to change the weather inside of the playroom. So you can see a quick little example here of me touching the different buttons and changing the weather. Moving on from the weather system, we've made some improvements to the desktop mode. The first being that there is a kind of a head bob weapon movement when you move with the character, so the character doesn't seem as stilted anymore. Right here you can see there's now an actual aim down sights mode for when you're trying to aim at an enemy, really trying to make the game feel more familiar for people used to playing first-person shooters on a desktop. Finally, we've added many new video options, gameplay options to the settings menu. I'm not going to go over them all here. They're in the patch notes, but you can see here there's quite a few different things. As an example, the grass density slider. So if you have a more powerful computer, you can turn the grass on like this and it makes a much more lush environment. If you're in VR, you'd probably want to lower that, but if you're playing on desktop, it'll look like this. So really trying to, again, just give people as many options as possible depending on what platform they are playing on. And so that's it. Those are the updates. We got some great stuff coming soon. And of course, we want to give a very special thanks to our Patreon supporters: Lofnul, House of Styles, Shebnitz, Badash, Tayfun, The Lone Ranger, Jonathan Brisby, Skydart, Baja Crash, Luke Stapleton, Scully, Peter Kitsch, Telethesia, Dean Shipley, Inspector Tin, Smoppy, Livid Creature, Geek Rocker, Christopher Loxmana, Brandon B, Keith Garrett, Emily Kate Mayer, D-Day, April Riley, Alex, Prime Mate, and Anna Edmonds. Thank you all so much. We truly appreciate all of you continuing to support this, so thank you. And if you want a behind the scenes look on us actually making this game, go to twitch.tv/VoyagerVR and follow that channel.